Hey, armchair bookers, before we start today's episode, I would just like to say rest in peace to my other best friend, Asa Millar.
Indeed.
Rest in peace, man. Definitely gone too soon.
Cause that's the bottom line. The Stone Cold said so. Feed me more. You just made the list. Rest in peace.
What's up, armchair bookers? What's going on?
Hey.
It's your boy Jazz, and I'm here with.
You know who it is, what's going on, when it's happening, where it's at, and why we're here today. How you doing? It's me, Pete.
I love
What
your
up,
intro
though?
because you always say what's going on while you always say all that shit. I love that.
The
But
who,
no,
the who, what, when, where, why,
I love it
and
though,
then
'cause you keep it
how you
consistent.
doing.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, but yeah, so this is the Money in the Bank 2019 predictions. So we're gonna go ahead and give y'all our predictions for it. It's gonna be, what is it? Sunday, May 19th. May 19th. May 19th.
Yeah, dog. Happy Cane Day!
Don't have a bonfire. But yo,
Motherfucker.
don't have a bonfire. He's so insensitive ass. So why
What? It's
fire
you
next day?
burn things.
He's been fucking burned.
And so he burns everything else.
Why would you fucking celebrate the day of somebody who's been burned and hates it by burning shit?
He has a funny way of showing that he hates fire. That's
Fucking
all I'm saying.
Stockholm syndrome.
He has a funny way of showing that he hates fire. You know the thing about Stockholm Syndrome? They end
Stockholm-
up loving the thing that they hated to begin with.
That don't make it good. And I was actually gonna say Stockholm syndrome was like actually the worst like thing to say anyway. I was gonna like catch myself on that, but you kind of hurt your case.
How? I said because they end up loving it.
Yeah, but that don't make
It's
it
been
good.
20
That's what
years.
makes it bad.
It's been 20 years. People like Beauty and the Beast.
Damn. um, but the thing about Beauty Rate was that so Money in the Bank 2019. No, you got me with that one. You got me with that one. Shit, I don't know. What is it? Is it Lima? That's the one where the captors end up liking the prisoners. Because in Stockholm is the prisoners like the captors. I think it's the other one that were the prisoners like the captors. But anyway, we're getting way off track. But you did get me with that. But yo, so these predictions, we gonna go ahead. We gonna let the chips fall where they may on this one. I don't know if we gonna have a huge level of
Chips
disagreement.
fall where they made 19th. Cane Day!
You done? You good? You got it out your system? You okay there, buddy? You all right? What the fuck? Next thing I know, you about to come back looking like an overgrown bodybuilder version of the Noid and wear a welder's mask to take off while you help John Cena fucking kiss my girlfriend. But anyway.
Roll your ass off the stage in a wheelchair. Embrace the hate on King Day.
I swear I thought you were about to play the music again. I was waiting. Oh my god, I fucking hate you! What are we doing? Can we start Anarchy! Blah!
All right.
We're not gonna talk about WWE. We're gonna talk about The Simpsons.
We have
might
talked
talk
about nothing but the WWE. Kane is a WWE legend.
Oh, there's no rules. No. Anyway.
All right.
Okay. Let the chips fall where they choose. I don't know if we're gonna have a lot of agreements and disagreements on this one, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So, the pre-show match that was made as per random graphic and thrown away announcer call is Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus the Usos, not for the title. So this is gonna be Raw versus SmackDown tag teams here. Now,
just for shits and giggles.
It's not for the title.
Hmm.
It's not. It is not for the title. Like, I even checked to make sure, and it is not. And if you think about it, that makes sense in a way because Bryan and Rowan got the SmackDown titles. The Usos are competing on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
If the Usos have the SmackDown titles, it's going to be two tag team titles on one show.
Yeah.
So it makes sense in a way why it wouldn't be for that.
No, I get why it wouldn't be for the titles, but it's like, why?
They're just fighting for fighting's sake.
Yep.
The closest we have to any type of feud with this is Usos make the save for when Bryan and Rowan attacked Miz and Roman.
Maybe.
Closest we have to a feud for this one. But that being said, Usos versus Daniel Bryan, Eric Rowan. Daniel Bryan, Eric Rowan are very much within the last few months a fresh tag team, and just recently, like a little over a week, tag team champions. Even though this isn't for the title, the Usos been around forever as far as like teams and whatnot. And they've gotten better as time has gone by, but kind of high on Daniel Bryan in WWE, and I mean for good measure, because this is some of his best work. I gotta admit. But I don't know who I'm gonna fucking pick on this one. I don't know, Pete. You go ahead, state some of your claims, and maybe in that time it'll give me like, I'll be able to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna say.
Look it. I'm going Usos because it doesn't matter about the title, and it's just shits and giggles.
That's funny that you said Usos because before you said Usos, I was writing in on my prediction sheet that I'm picking Bryan and Rowan because of how we're so high on Bryan and Rowan. So that's kind of funny. Like, so Pete, you got the Usos, and I got Bryan and Rowan.
And you got Rowan.
What'd you call it, Browan?
Yeah.
That's funny. All right. Steel cage match. The Miz versus Shane McMahon. Because a man who puts his hands on another man's father, how dare you? That is despicable. But anyway, the Miz versus Shane McMahon steel cage match. I don't know about this one, man, because no outside interference from anybody, so to speak. I mean, we've seen several steel cage matches where
that's Paul White.
I doubt a motherfucker gonna come up from the inside the goddamn ring for this one.
I mean, there's a fair share of people who can come up from inside the ring. Some even debut doing so.
Well, you just said Big Show, Paul White, Giant, yeah.
Also, the guy whose holiday is Sunday.
Kane ain't gonna come in this fucking match. Get it out your system. We good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. We got Face Miz versus heel Shane, which both of these things don't really happen at
I'm
all.
not sure what alternate timeline this is, but yeah, it's
Like,
a thing.
what the
Miz
fuck?
shows up to save Roman Reigns from an attack.
Like, right. Instead of being the one attacking, like I said, face Miz versus heel Shane. And Elias is already having a match that same night, so there may be a chance he won't come out in this match. Although, I mean, shit, we still got the fucking B team possibility to fucking like do something, and they could still be bitter about the Miztourage shit on top of being Shane's lackeys. I'm a little I don't know about this one also, but I'm gonna say Shane simply because it's face Miz. And everybody wants to get behind the Miz and loves him, but it's face Miz. I just gotta say. So I'm going Shane on this one. What say you, sir?
I had typed Shane before you went into your whole deliberation, and I picked it on the simple premise that if there wasn't this wild card rule and people could just show up on whatever show,
yeah,
I'd say Miz wins and we get the closure that we need to this whole thing, and people can go their separate ways. Unfortunately, people can show up on either show whatever they want now, so they can drag this out a little longer. Shane wins via shenanigans or shenanigans.
Okay, moving the fuck on. Moving on. Roman Reigns versus Elias, just a regular singles match. Roman's gonna win.
Yep.
Need I really go into too much explanation?
I mean, no. Wolf, motherfucker.
Pretty much, man. I like you, Elias. I really fucking do. And I mean, the rest of WWE seems to think so as well. But Roman Reigns, like, he's starting to get booed more and more frequently too. Have you noticed this?
No.
Because unless I'm wrong, but I feel like he's getting booed more and more frequently. I told you he got booed at WrestleMania 35. They just did a good job of covering it up. So yeah. Becky Lynch. Let's talk about Becky Two Belts. Let's get into this. We got Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's title, as well as Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair rematch SmackDown Women's title. They have done a good job, like I said, within the last, I'd say, few weeks or so of making it seem like why Lacey Evans, making Lacey somewhat more fucking credible. Like, somewhat. I will say that. As well as Charlotte was already credible, and Charlotte, what's his name? Charlotte was already credible, and they got this big fucking feud. Becky and Charlotte, you got the whole tried and true best friends. I got tired of your shit. Now we bitter enemies. You know, one's a heel, one's a face thing. That shit never gets old, and for good reason, because it's always great. We were like brothers.
Or sisters in this case.
Or sisters,
now
right?
We gotta fight each other.
I want her to stay Becky Two Belts. My thing is, keep both titles on Becky, build up this man versus queen shit, and then let them fucking fight for both fucking titles. That would be a bigger thing. And I also think it's either going to be Becky Two Belts or Becky No Belts. I kind of don't see it as being like kind of one or the other, one half or the other. I'm going to go ahead and do something that, I mean, this is the reason why I don't gamble, because I probably make dumb decisions. But I'm going to go ahead and say Becky Two Belts is not losing her nickname after Money in the Bank. Becky's winning both. She's keeping it.
Yeah?
What you think,
man?
I
was actually going to say that, because I thought you were going to say something else. But yeah. I think they're going to pull the wool over our eyes, because I'm not the most optimistic of people.
Gee.
But
you think? No.
People at home might think I am.
No, that's true. That's true.
But so I've always been one of these, you know, we can't have nice things type things when it comes to sports or wrestling. But screw it. I say Becky keeps the title.
Any reason why?
Why not? Give her a shot.
Okay.
because everyone's expecting her to fucking lose
Lose at
both
least-
belts. Lose
Everybody's
one,
thinking
if not both.
Yeah. Because I thought leading up until this, I thought you were like one of the main components of Becky no belts.
Oh no, I'm still deep down believing that that's going to be the case, but I'm just going for the irony pick.
Okay. We didn't talk about Cruiserweight title 205 live match Tony Nese versus Aria Daivari. I gotta be honest with y'all. I don't watch 205 live. I don't know what goes on 205 live. I don't really have a horse in this race and can't really state my claim as to who in the motherfuck I will pick in this match. No offense to Tony Nese or Aria Daivari. That being said, I'm going to pick Aria Daivari because I remember his brother from back in the day. That's the best I got. So I'm picking Aria Daivari on this one.
I was hoping you'd pick Nice because I just wanted to pick Daivari based off a meme on Up Up Down Down where Xavier Woods and Tyler Breeze are doing GM mode from one of the old SmackDown versus Raw games. And
oh yeah, I've been watching that shit.
Xavier Woods always picks Daivari, and he's like, Daivari always wins.
Said he'll never lose. Yeah. I watched this shit. Which is funny because every time he says Daivari always wins, Daivari loses a match.
Yeah.
But so are you picking Daivari too then?
Fuck it, I'm picking Nice.
You picking Nice just to pick opposite me?
Yep.
That's funny. Nice is of course the one going in with the title in that.
Oh, true. Okay.
Oh, does that change your opinion?
Let's go. What else is on the card?
No, I'm saying. So are you picking Nice?
For now.
Okay, for now. Okay. Universal title is going along on the lines. What the fuck? I could not think of the word. Universal title on the line. Seth Rollins going in against a champion going up against AJ Styles. Now you tell me, Pete, is he going to be the Phenom Slayer?
What's the name of the show, Jazz?
Raw.
Yeah, Monday Night Rollins. You got it. He wins.
You think he's going to keep it?
He's Raw Roman.
He's Raw Roman. That's funny. AJ Styles hasn't had the Universal title yet, has he? Since he got
There's been like 5 people max that have had that title.
Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, who else?
Goldberg,
Finn Balor. There's one person we're missing, or like
Really?
maybe 1 or 2.
really?
I was gonna say Braun, but that's not right, is it?
No.
Oh, Roman.
No. Well, I think Roman had it, yeah. Did you say Roman already?
Oh, yeah. I just said Roman. Oh, yeah, Brock Lesnar. Okay.
Like, really? That's the one you forget.
True. Oh, and by the way, have you noticed? I guess because the move itself, like in and of itself, isn't really safe, or it can be unsafe because the way that you get used to tucking your chin. But they're switching his finisher to the Phenomenal Forearm more so than the Styles Clash.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that? Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like, I think Seth could give it up and let AJ, have it for a second. We can see what AJ could do. But I'm kind of tempted to agree with you on this one because it's fucking Seth Rollins. Like, I don't know if they are ready to take the title off of him. I'm gonna say, fuck it, against my better judgment, and then just to be a contrarian, just for this fucking pick, AJ Styles.
Oh, but is AJ Styles fighting Seth Rollins or Sasha Banks?
I think he's fighting Leo Rush.
See, if he was fighting Sasha Banks, then yeah, losing the title on the first defense, I could see that happening, despite all the build-up that it took for him to get it. That's a Sasha Banks 101.
This
Seth
isn't
Rollins.
the first time Seth has had the title, is it?
Universal?
Yeah.
He just got it from Brock.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forget the main reason why ain't nobody had the damn title for real is because Brock had it for so fucking early on the fucking show.
Which is
right.
why I was like, really? That's the one you forget out of the 5 champions? You forget
Right.
Brock I had the title for 3 years, Lesnar?
I remembered that fucking Finn Balor had the bitch before I remember Brock Lesnar.
That's what I thought was funny. I thought I'd have to remind you about Finn when you went straight to Kevin Owens.
Right. I remember Finn Balor and Kevin Owens had the motherfucker, but I forgot.
And actually, no. I think Seth didn't have the Universal. I think it went Finn, then it was because it was Finn versus Seth to see who would be the first. Finn wins after Seth injures him. Then they strip him from it, and it's Seth versus Kevin. Triple H shows up and betrays Seth to make Kevin win, and that's the start of the Seth face turn.
The Kingslayer and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Then Owens loses it to Goldberg, who loses it to Lesnar, who loses it to Roman, who loses it to leukemia or injury, if that sounded too harsh, who then fucking Brock just wins it again.
Right.
And loses it to Seth.
Right.
So there you go.
That actually makes sense. I thought Seth had it at least one point before, but no, you're right because Brock basically like was bogarting that motherfucker. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna pick AJ for this one. But yeah, I mean shit, he'll be the Phenom Slayer. Basically, everybody he beats, whatever your nickname is, he's the U Slayer. So like shit, you know what I'm saying? He'll be the Phenom Slayer.
AJ.
Yeah, I'm picking AJ. You got Rollins. I got Styles. Samoa Joe, fucking big bad home wrecker Samoa Joe. With that fucking he's terrorizing AJ Styles' daughter Wendy with AJ. Now he's terrorizing Dominic with fucking Ray. Wendy. That was some fucking scary home wrecking creepy ass shit, bruh. It was good. Joe was good. Joe got a way of talking where that motherfucker says, "I'll kill you." That Joe was gonna kill you.
No, Joe is
gonna kill you.
I talk about.
Yeah.
Talk about how awesome Braun's one-notedness is. Joe has that too, and it's like great.
Joe talks like if Joe says, "I'm gonna punch your head off," he'll actually make you believe that like one punch and your head will fly off.
Mm-hmm.
He got a way of fucking talking. But that being said, United States title. Samoa Joe going in with the championship versus Rey Mysterio. Dominic most likely will be in this corner, I would assume, because Dominic is now inserted into the like affairs of this match, so to speak, or whatever. Joe's keeping it. He's not done. He's not done keeping it. And I mean, as much as we love Ray, feels like Ray hasn't really gotten a shake. And I don't see Ray holding a title for that long now that he's come back anyway. So
also, to be fair, Ray is getting up there and it's starting to show. Yeah, he had that good match with Cesaro, but a lot of that was Cesaro. And also, if you like look closely at Ray, he's got the fucking like tape and shit like all over his shoulders. Yeah. He's being like literally held together at this point.
He's in better shape, in a sense, than he was when he came back a few years ago or so, like 5, 6, whatever years ago. Because he had like a gut, and he like always wore a shirt. He was like he never like took his shirt off at all. He was like a definite shirt. He would do the 619 and just fall on people instead of doing a splash or Hurricane Runner. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's in better shape in a sense. Because now he's older, but he's in better shape, so to speak, than he was then. If that makes any sense.
Fair.
But so does that mean you're picking Joe?
Yep.
All right. Okay. Kofi Kingston, WWE Championship against a certain Big O, Kevin Owens. Will the Cinderella story come to a crashing halt after 1 fucking month? Or will they let it keep going? One thing I will say, barring Cinderella story, barring race, barring, underdogness, barring whatever the fuck, Solo Kofi, within the last few weeks, his mic skills, they are good, but just being honest, and I love Kofi, I don't want it to get misconstrued, I love Kofi, but he's not necessarily as good. I don't know if it's been the crowds or him, not as charismatic as I had remembered, if that makes any sense. You feel me? Does that make sense?
Fair.
I don't know if you've been seeing what I've been seeing. That all that said, though, I don't think they're gonna. Who's to say it is WWE? But I don't think they're gonna let Kevin Owens just come back after this huge Cinderella story, and Kofi wins at 35, and it's this big fucking moment. Kids in the ring, all this fucking shit. Fucking Xavier Woods crying. All this shit. This big ass you lost at Elimination Chamber, you lost this gauntlet, New Day fighting for you. This big ass fucking thing. Kevin Owens comes back and he only keeps it for 1 month.
That sounds pretty WWE to me.
It does, but I gotta pick Kofi on this one, man.
You know who I'm going with?
1 month?
Okay. K-O-F-I. Kofi.
You picking Kofi?
Yeah, I thought that you would pick Kevin, but yeah, I'm picking Kofi.
Why? I explained my reason. What's your reasoning?
I figured it'd just be kind of like the Becky thing, people expecting him to lose because can't have nice things type deal.
I got you.
But I feel like they might give him the belt a bit longer. That, and I really just want to do the misleading KO.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was good. Real quick, remind me, you picked Becky for both wins, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That being said, I believe we've done all of the individual matches, so now it's time for the big ones. The Money in the Banks. The men and women's Money in the Banks. All right. Now let's see what pony we gonna pick in this race. What horse we gonna pick? We have in the women's Money in the Bank, Natalya, Dana Brooke, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, and Carmella. Now, Natalya is a veteran who has been doing this for years upon years, longer than anybody else in this match for that matter. She's kind of been floundering around ever since she got hired. The most she did was the Hart Dynasty when they first kind of debuted years ago. The worst they fucking did was that farting bullshit. That was stupid. Woo. But so that's Natalya's claim in this. Dana Brooke, she's supposed to be now. They're starting to somewhat bill her as, or at least the internet is saying that she's being claimed as the ultimate underdog, so to speak. The whole Titus Worldwide thing was the most that I could say that she did, but she ain't really done too much since then. She had a good showing Monday, but that's the most I can really say for her. Naomi is to the women's Money in the Bank and other multi-matches what Kofi is to the men's. So Naomi started off not being super athletic, whatever, to being one of the most athletic people just on the fucking roster, period. So Naomi definitely up there and has been doing it for a while. Alexa Bliss, we all know how fucking protected, I just got to be honest, and how high on Alexa Bliss WWE is, as well as the fact that she has the skills to back it up both in the ring to be entertaining and on the mic. Bayley, great in the ring, not so much on the mic. We know the whole fucking Sasha Bayley shit. Do they really care about Bayley in this sense? I don't know. Mandy Rose, good in the ring. Could be better, but good in the ring though. Pretty decent on the microphone. And of course we got the Sonya Deville Absolution, thing that we got going on right now. Ember Moon, great in the ring. Do we know too much about her? For all this time she's been called up. They're starting to build up the She-Nam, but how far are we going with this? And then, of course, Carmella, who
recently broke away from our truth to seemingly turn tweener / heel again just to claim Mela is money. But she is 2-time first and second Money in the Bank winners for women's.
I don't think being a
yeah.
face means she has to throw away the catchphrase that's associated with when she's entering the match that's associated with said catchphrase.
It doesn't. This is true. It's just she was more so heel when she did it. But no, that's true. That is very true.
Like, if Braun goes full heel, I'm pretty sure if he enters a Money in the Bank match, he's going to call himself the Monster in the Bank.
Get these hands, yeah.
He'll probably stop saying "get these hands"
because everybody was saying it and they don't want to cheer along.
Mm-hmm.
Ryback rules is the best example I give of that bullshit. But yeah, so that being said, man, this is like both of these matches are kind of a mishmash of like status, skill, like warrant, quote unquote, you deserve it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not entirely sure who to pick for any of this. Alexa Bliss is a very easy choice just because it's WWE. But I don't know. I should pick Dana goddamn Brooke. Just because, like, who the fuck would pick Dana motherfucking Brooke?
Mm-hmm.
Part of me wants to say Mandy Rose, though. They're not giving it to Natalya. That's dead. And I doubt they're going to give it to Ember Moon, although who knows? They might give it to Ember Moon, and all of us talking about give it to Ember Moon, what the fuck, do something with Ember. This might be the start of them doing something with Ember. Carmella could win, but I don't see them giving it to Carmella after she won, the first two, really the first one, because the internet went nuts after the first win. But so if you count the first two as one, Carmella, Alexa, they're going to give it to somebody else I see on that one. It's hard to pick somebody in this one. I think the match is going to be great. I am going to say, because I don't know who in the motherfucker to pick, Mandy Rose. What say you, Pete?
I like how when we were doing in the SmackDown review, you're like, really? Mandy Rose? But then you go and then you pick her. So
I know, right? Right?
All right. Well, let's see. Natalya? No. Dana? No. I'm not even sure Dana's going to make it to the fucking ring.
Right, because everybody's saying it, right?
No, I'm not even sure Dana's going to make it to
Sasha
the fucking
whoop that ass.
By the way, you mentioned there being no definitive big man in the men's match. There's no Big Bertha in the women's match either.
Well, I mean, as far as like, quote unquote big women or whatever, so to speak, like, well, we got Nia Jax is injured. And I mean, who else is really wrestling? Tamina, like, but okay.
I mean, just
Piper Niven, she's still in NXT.
I don't know. Beth came back,
She ain't coming. She ain't about to wrestle. And then rest in peace to, one of the definite, women to not be fucked with, China. So yeah. But yeah.
But anyway, but still, they didn't put Tamina in there just to have that. They're still just saying there's no big.
They could have done
woman
in there. They could have done it.
Yeah.
That being said, there's a good chance Nia would have been in this match if she wasn't injured for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
All right. So, anywho, Natalya, no. Dana, maybe not even in the fucking match. Naomi has the Kofi Kingston, Shelton Benjamin role, aka the Black role. So
it is the
Ricochet role.
Wow. Well, no. Evan Bourne too. Well, no, Evan Bourne, he would just fly off of stuff. He wouldn't do creative ass stuff. No, you're right. Okay, never mind. As you were.
So they're there to be like, oh man, look at how cool this is.
Yeah.
And then you won't see them win. Ember Moon, no. Carmella, she's money, but last I heard, the bank account's at 0. So that leaves Bayley, Mandy Rose, and Alexa Bliss. I don't think Alexa's gonna win it because she won it last year, and while they could easily just go back to back, they probably won't. And while I was going to pick Mandy as the comedy option because I figured you'd pick something that made more sense.
I was gonna pick Carmella, but Mandy, as I talked it out, made more sense to me for some reason. But go ahead.
I'm gonna pick Bayley, even though I think she's just gonna get shat on too.
Bayley's an interesting pick. Bayley is probably the pick that makes the most sense, though.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Ember Moon can't. Like, they could give it to her, but they don't like giving her things, and also she's a little too much like Naomi.
The black roll. That's funny.
Actually, has there been a Black Money in the Bank winner?
Damn.
No, because that would mean there'd be a black champion, considering the four failed cash-ins. 3 of them had to do with John Cena, and 1 was Braun Strowman.
Yeah, so it would have been failed cash-ins as far as like somebody who was like of color, like a black person. No, you're right. Huh? That's interesting.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. Anywho. Yeah. So I'm going with Bayley because screw it. I need to pick.
But I mean, like I said, out of all these people, Bayley actually makes the most sense. But it's like I said, both these matches are a mix of like skill, a mix of like quote unquote you deserve it, a mix of size, like both these matches are fucking like just random, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna pick Mandy just because comedy option and they could do the whole betrayal thing, like I was saying earlier.
Do you want me to pick somebody else?
Nah, I'll pick Bayley.
Oh shit! Because like I said, when we did check out our review of May 13th and 14th Raw and SmackDown respectively, but I did really freak out about Mandy Rose winning. But the more I talked it out just now, the more she made sense. So yeah. That being said, men's Money in the Bank. All right, so we've got Sami Zayn, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade, and Randy Orton. Of course, Randy Orton, the veteran, just like Natalya, but like he actually got a lot. Like Randy Orton, like big man, like the Viper. Like he's got a lot warranted and whatnot as far as like staking his claim in WWE. Andrade, luchador. If you want to talk about, the supposed rumors of one more Latino representation, fucking Andrade is it. Like right there. There you go. As well as Selena could do fucking shenanigans and help him win the match. And the dude is fucking great. Make of it what you will. The 5-star rating that he got of his match with Johnny Gargano. Finn Balor, like amazing. Imagine, Finn Balor being able to have Money in the Bank or title matches as Demon as well as regular Finn if he gets back to the top spot of having the title again. Finn Balor very much warranted, great in the ring and whatnot. They don't give him the mic that much, but great in the ring. Ali, this could be what he needs to give him that push, especially because he got injured and, basically kicked off the 11 years, Cinderella story for Kofi. This could be what Ali needs. You know what I'm saying? Baron Corbin, since the reinvention of Baron Corbin cutting his hair and dressing in, slacks and, whatnot, and all that stuff, like being the authority figure and all that happens. This could be something to help push him to the next level. So, yeah. And he could definitely get on the mic and get booed and be a heel that gets the boos that he's supposed to get for that one. Drew McIntyre, after he's come back, the monster that he is, Drew McIntyre having this title would be really fucking good. The Scottish Psychopath. Ricochet, again, getting called up. If you want to talk about Ali in that sense, this could be the push Ricochet needs. And the matches Ricochet would have, having the title or just the Money in the Bank, match itself would be amazing on his end. And then, of course, Sami Zayn, if you want the ultimate fucking troll, come on. Sami goddamn Zayn is like the ultimate troll when he really, really wants to be, as well as Sami Zayn puts on fucking matches. Shout out to NXT Arrival, him versus Cesaro all those years ago. Match was fucking great. Everybody talked about it. But that being said, again, I don't know who in the motherfuck to pick. Not picking Randy Orton. I don't know when Randy Orton will have a title ever again, let alone a fucking briefcase. Not sure about Finn Balor having one. We're definitely high on Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin right now. I don't see Sami Zayn getting this briefcase, although that would be a nice troll tool for him. Don't see Ricochet getting it. I'm gonna say Andrade takes this. So I'm gonna say Andrade takes this. That's my pick. What you got, man?
All right. Well, Wendy's Wendy. He could win it, but while he's the Viper and he does like to strike out of nowhere, quote unquote, and that works with his money in the bank thing, I don't think they're doing that with Wendy just now. Because he is at the status where he could just walk up and go, "Me want title match," and get a title match. He's earned his right to do that. Finn Balor can't be pinned in this match, so that helps. But at the same time, the Demon's on cooldown. He already has the Intercontinental Championship. So they're not going to give it to him either. Ali, no. Ricochet, C. Naomi, Ember, Kofi, Shelton, insert other black. Booker T, I don't know if he ever was in one, but.
Booker T, no, he's not a high flyer.
It doesn't mean anything. He could have been in a match and lost it.
No, but I'm talking about.
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay.
See, aforementioned black people that entered this match. Sorry, Ricochet. Then that leaves 4 people left. There were 3 people that I would say had the best chance of winning this. That's Baron, but he's already won it in the past. But at the same time, Vince would love to do that to piss people off. Sami Zayn, who, if he wins, would Vince loving to piss people off. He can just have him come out and keep doing his speeches every week, and now he's got the briefcase on top of it just to really rub it in people's faces. And then there's Drew McIntyre, who is Drew fucking McIntyre, and ever since he's come back, everyone's like, what the fuck's wrong with you, WWE? Push Drew fucking McIntyre. He's got everything. However, all 3 of those people pissed off Braun Strowman on Monday, so he's just going to make sure those 3 motherfuckers don't win, and thus Andrade wins. Also, Andrade is fucking Charlotte Flair right now, so he's got
I didn't even think about that.
He's got the Triple H style in with royalty, just not quite the same level of royalty.
So you picking Andrade also?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, and out of all of the quick little side note, out of all of the relationships within the roster, for some reason WWE decided to really highlight the fact that Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch are dating right now.
Because they're both the champions of their respective.
Yeah. They put it on their channel and everything, new relationship,
Mm-hmm.
So you're picking Andrade. I was expecting you to pick somebody different. I'm surprised, but yeah, okay. So
I will add an addendum. If Dana does just some reason get replaced by Sasha wins that Money in the Bank.
You think Sasha could win if what's her name?
If she replaces Dana, she's winning that match. She's gonna screw Bayley over and fucking win the match.
You think? It would be stupid to have, after all of this rumors and all this shit going around, it would be stupid to have Sasha come back, not being on the show, to huge ovation and fucking lose. But then again, all these years, we never saw Sting. Oh shit, where's Sting? Oh my god, can we get Sting? Sting fucking comes to WWE, WrestleMania 31, the motherfucker lost. So who the fuck knows?
Also, no, she'll win it. She'll win the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then she'll be the first woman to lose the cash-in. Because that's kind of like a title defense, and Sasha can't defend her titles.
hence the whole rumors going around as to why she left in the first goddamn place. Oh shit! All right, so as it stands, the matches go. The matches and the picks go. Pete has the Usos. I have Brian and Rowan. We both think Becky Two Belts is not losing her nickname. We both say Romans because Roman is Roman. Pete says Monday Night Rollins stays that way, but I say it's no Phenom Slayer right now. We both say Shane McMahon is going to go ahead and keep the feud going against The Miz. Kofi Kingston's Cinderella story is not over just yet. Samoa Joe is going to keep his fucking home wrecking shit going against Rey Mysterio. Not knowing anything about 205 Live, we just happen to pick opposite because there you go. So Pete says Tony Nese. I say Daivari takes it. We both pick Andrade. And I pick Mandy Rose, which is very contradictory of what the fuck I said on the other like SmackDown shit. And Pete went ahead and picked Bayley. So.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
I'm looking at this, and my picks say that every champion keeps their title. So for that reason...
Yes, they do. That your picks do.
So for that reason, I'm going to say Kofi loses.
Okay.
I'm going to say Kofi loses. And... wait, there's no Raw tag defense?
No, SmackDown women's. I mean, not SmackDown women's. Women's defense. But yeah.
Wait, there's a women's tag defense?
I mean, no, not tag defense. I'm tripping. There's no tag defenses. Period.
Tag team championships change hands on the pre-show.
No, remember I told you that the match is not for the title.
I know. There's more than one pre-show match. We only know of one. I'm saying, before we even know that the match is happening, that the Raw tag titles are changing hands on the pre-show.
Wait, you saying that like Hawkins and Ryder are gonna lose the title?
Hell fucking yeah, it's Hawkins and Ryder.
It hasn't even been announced. How do you know it's happening?
Because it's Hawkins and Ryder.
Who are they gonna lose them to? Are you just saying they're gonna lose them?
They're losing the titles.
Because it could be what? It could be the Good Brothers. It could be the Lucha House Party. It could be the Revival or the Usos. But the Usos are already wrestling.
Already fighting.
So it could be, the Good Brothers. Good Brothers, Lucha House Party, Revival.
I'm gonna say the Revival.
I don't think there's any more Raw tag titles. Raw tag teams. I mean. Okay.
It's gonna be the Revival, and you know why? I think you know why it's gonna be the Revival. It's because they go hard, all day, all night, like the proud Southern people who be ready to fight and say, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah."
Why the fuck you saying it like that?
They ain't ashamed that they came from the park, but if you look at the trouble, the fight is worse than the bark, because they the proud Southern boys to the day they did. They got fists made of fire and a neck all red. They keep it dirty. They keep it gritty. They don't need Joe Slick. Don't need Joe City. They keep it dirty. They keep it gritty. So all the proud Southern people, let them know that you're with me.
You know all the words to that shit. Okay.
You go all the proud Southern people will be ready to fight. Say yeah, yeah.
All y'all out there in internet land cannot see this dude like head banging to his own singing of this fucking song. Let him get it out of his sisters.
Yeah, we are hard.
Come on.
All day, all night, all the proud, all the people,
Those two tempos don't even fucking match. What the fuck?
They really don't. They really don't. They really don't.
Like, what is happening?
But I had to bring it back into this. I just had to bring in the Kane song again. It was Happy Kane Day, folks.
That shit don't even match.
Find
Anyway,
yourself a safe spot. Start yourself a bonfire. Burn all the things that you don't like. Embrace the hate in honor of the burned one himself.
do
Find a
not
safe place
fire.
first.
Because that is wrong.
Find a safe place. Practice fire safety.
God damn. Anyway.
Happy Cane Day, everybody.
Anyway.
Oh shit.
So you changed it, and you saying that that Kofi loses now, and then you're also saying that we don't know what's been announced, but you're saying a match is going to be announced for Ryder and Hawkins for the titles, and they're going to lose.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not going to write in the revival. I just wrote in Ryder and Hawkins lose on pre-show, and that you said that. All right.
AOP returns. Shits on Ryder Hawkins.
Now, if AOP returned, they would just like whoop that ass. I'm not going to lie on that one. They would whoop that ass. All right. So, that being said, that is the Money in the Bank predictions, y'all. Like, honestly, all in all, I feel it's going to be a good show. Like I've said before, I'll say again. It's hard to have a bad Money in the Bank match. You can have a Money in the Bank match that might not necessarily be the best, but it's hard to have an outright bad Money in the Bank. I mean, it's all people climbing ladders and jumping off of them and hitting people with them and going through tables. It's hard to fuck that up. Like, it really is. So, that being said, and then all the other singles matches look like they're going to be good, especially the Becky Lynch storyline. The fucking, like, poster for it, the cover for this shit, is Becky with both her belts sitting in a fucking chair with her legs crossed looking like, yeah, fuck with me. So, yeah. No, that's nice. That being said, if you would like to keep up with your boy Jazz, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter. That would be at SuperJazz2.
Super Jazz.
Say it like that. Oh. Anyway, SuperJazz.
Super Jazz.
And he says it again. SuperJazz2 on Twitter. You can also go ahead and follow me on Facebook. That would be Super Jazz, SuperJazz, like the page. You can follow me on Instagram at JazTucker. And if you would like to follow my music duo where I rap, if you want to hear me rap, you want to hear my friends singing, you can follow us on Twitter. That would be at Same Difference, SameDifference. We haven't tweeted in a while. Haven't posted on Instagram in a minute, but you can also follow us at Same Difference on Instagram. If you would like to follow us on Facebook, Same Difference -music on Facebook. You can follow us on Spotify. Follow us on Spotify. You can listen to us on Spotify. The album is 20-something. So go ahead and look that up. Type out the whole name because we're not that big yet. As well as a single that we have, Kick the Door In. Got to type in Same Difference, Kick the Door In. If you'd like to hear my solo music, you can go ahead and type in Super Jazz, all one word, and the single is Trust the Bounce. And that is my single as of right now, lead single for my upcoming EP, Too Much Free Time, that will be dropping soon. What you got, Pete?
You already know, dog. You can find me on YouTube at Feo Grande. That's Feo Grande. You know, I do videos on there. I'm doing Let's Plays. I'm going to start talking about some other stuff on there, but just talking about stuff. Also, I have some reviews with this man over here, you know, the Super Jazz, as he calls himself.
Me?
Yeah, dog, you Super Jazz. You know what I'm saying. And also, I got a Twitter. I also have a Twitch. Both of them are Giotavi, Giotavi. That's right. That's where you can find me. Not that long of a list, but it don't need to be that long of a list.
It really doesn't. I got too many. And
weight ain't everything. It's the weight that matters.
And also, before we close this out, be sure to check out the recap of Raw and SmackDown from May 13th and 14th that we will also have up on the channel of the Go Home shows that they did on the European tour. And go ahead and see our thoughts on that. We not bad shows. We actually really enjoyed them. All right. And as always, please comment on this video. We would love to hear what you all have to say. Get a dialogue going. What did you think about, our recaps? What did you think about how we did the 2-video format? Well, you know what I mean? Constructive criticism is very much welcome as we try to keep this train going. That being said, please keep following. And remember, if you need to make an audible,
Call it in the ring. I
I'm about to say, I paused for a second to see if you'd finish it, and I was like, I didn't make it obvious that I was kicking that to you.
Yeah, wait a second.
Take 2. Remember, if you need to make an audible,
You can always call it in the ring, baby.
flat out.
Adiosness.
All right, that's it.